they're going to give us a decision here pretty soon to let us know if we're going to stay in the river or they're going to let us go on the lake. So all we can do is stand by and see what they do.
Welcome into this episode of Federation Angler TV. This week, we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin, at the Bay of Green Bay for the 4th tournament stop of the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit, presented by Low Equipment Attachments. This morning, anglers are being greeted by dangerously high winds, forcing tournament officials to make a decision whether or not to let anglers go out on the bay in these rough conditions.
All right, guys, just so that you're aware, it's river only today.
We had to restrict them to the river just because of the wind velocity coming down that entire bay. It was getting a little rough. MWC focuses on safety, so the call was put the boaters into the river.
They put on the boundaries for us. We're going to be stuck inside the Fox River today.
With the anglers restricted to the river for this first day of action, here are the tournament rules today on the Fox River. Each boat is allowed a total of 6 fish. Keeper fish must be at least 15 inches in length. The team will weigh in their best 5 fish, and the highest cumulative weight at the end of 2 days of competition wins the Cabela's MWC Green Bay Tournament presented by Low Equipment Attachments. We start tournament coverage now with Jamie Tourangeau and Ross Neubauer. The pair is no stranger to being confined to the river as high winds restricted them from getting out to the Bay of Green Bay during the 2016 World Walleye Championship. The duo is checking some of the spots they found during last year's event, hoping to scrape up 5 fish.
Here we go, day 1 in the river. They shut the boundaries down on us. We're just going to see if we can get 5. We're just kind of in search mode right now. Last year they did the same thing to us. We had some fish a little further down the river, so we're just going to hit a couple spots real quick. If they're here, it's going to be fast. If they're not, we'll just get out of here.
I'm going to try throwing rip and wrap today. That worked a couple of times out on the lake, and we're not real used to the river a whole lot, so we'll just see if that works. On there still?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's a walleye.
A monster.
Here we go. Green Bay Gold. No, he's not gonna make her. We'll throw him back. Well, we know there's a few fish here, so hopefully we can get one 15, at least one we can keep.
Eric, take this one.
Now, a look at the team of Kevin and Eric McCoy, who are hooked up with a fish. So far this morning, they're sorting through smaller walleye, as well as various other species, including sheepshead. Still looking for that first keeper, though it hasn't been an ideal start to the tournament for them. One 15-inch walleye could be all it takes to get their day going.
That'll get them to ski up on top. $30. Oh, I got that one. Okay, should take that one. 14. Okay. We've got some small fish so far. I had one that was not hooked right. I had lots of sheephead. Yeah, pretty much everything has been sheephead here. Some catfish on the last spots, but we will have to sort through quite a few fish. So the fun part is it's hard to keep 6 lines in the water and then drive and take care of everything at the same time. Grab this other one here, Eric. It's up on top of the water already.
Walleye?
Walleye, yep. And net them.
Outside bar on my side too.
There he comes. Good. Take the other 2 inside boards and put them back. No, over here. Take these 2 on the other side. I think it's a sheephead. Yeah, it's a sheephead. It's over 15. Okay, keep it.
Not by much.
Yeah, that's enough though. Oh, we're not skunked.
As the McCoys record their first keeper, our earlier pairing of Jamie Tourangeau and Ross Neubauer are also looking to break the ice on this first day of tournament competition, as they are hooked up with a Fox River walleye.
Might be what we're looking for. Oh yeah, yep. It's a nice walleye. Oh. That might keep, hopefully.
Might be a keeper. Where's the board at?
It's right under my driver's steering wheel. That looks 15.
Oh yeah, 16 incher.
Yeah! Woo! Give me some, Ross. Yeah! On the board. Feels good.
Spirits are on the rise, and so too are the number of fish catches. We'll be right back with more from Green Bay, Wisconsin. This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate. And Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time. Welcome back to Federation Angler TV's coverage of the 2017 Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit at the Bay of Green Bay in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This event is sponsored by Lowe Equipment Attachments. Lowe has been an industry leader in performance and durability for over 45 years. Specializing in equipment attachments, Lowe is a highly regarded producer of auger, trenching, and grapple attachments. Built upon a foundation of family pride, every model is precisely designed to fit the consumer's needs. To learn more about Lowe and to see their full line of products, visit lowman.com. Now, getting to the action out on the water. Plenty of fish are being caught on the Fox River, and some anglers are having to strategize on when to put their sixth and final fish in the box.
We got 5 fish in the live well. Our limit is, we're only allowed 6 because we're in the river. Fish. We're looking for a fish that's probably 19 inches or better to keep for our final fish. Other side. I don't think this is it, but we might be done here, Pete. No, too small. So we're just casting 3/8 ounce jigs with a half a crawler on them, and we're just dragging it back slowly, super slow in the sand. It's about a 16 incher, and the fish are coming up and they're pinning the jig on the bottom, and pin the jig on the bottom. You're not really feeling much of a bite too often. Every once in a while you feel a tap, but mostly it's just pressure where they got it pinned in the bottom, and you set the hook, and sometimes it's a snag, sometimes it's a walleye, but we don't know what we should do. We didn't pre-fish the river too much. We had a pretty good bite going on the lake, and we thought we could weigh somewhere between 18 and 25 pounds in the lake. But so we're not sure if we should go looking for big fish in deeper water, pitching jigs up along the pillars, or if we should just stay here we're at here and try to catch another 2.5, 3 pounder.
It's been a fun day, lots of action. We got 4 in the box.
Which means we won't be embarrassed.
Another team trying to round out their limit here on the Fox River are Gary and Grace Mongelli, the couple fishing with a bit of a heavy heart this week as they're missing their 4-legged fishing buddy.
Our dog passed away. She was our fishing buddy. She fished with us every tournament that we fished except for one. So she's missed.
but she's still here. Fish on.
Fish on? Awesome. Well, I have that holder there.
Okay, Grace's turn to wind.
Come on, walleye.
You think?
Yep, I think it is.
Okay.
30 feet. 20.
It is a walleye. And it is a better walleye than we've been catching. Well, it definitely makes the minimum.
Hey,
Wait 1 second, I'm fixing a net.
we got 5.
Yeah, we did. That doesn't happen all the time. The 5, that is. Kisses happen a lot.
With 5 fish in the box for Gary and Grace, we head back in to weigh in to see how many of the other teams were able to secure their limit of fish out on a wind-blown Fox River.
Jim Passo and Gordon Rabinski coming up to the stage with 5 fish. 12:15, so we do have a new leader here today.
The early lead doesn't last long for Jim Passo and Gordon Rabetsky, as Chris Barsh and Larry Lesage weigh in 13 pounds and 7 ounces to jump into the top spot. Only one other team threatens their lead as the weigh-in progresses, and that comes from the team of Dave and Ken Van Oss.
Locking in at 13 pounds, 2 ounces.
That 13-pound and 2-ounce bag is not quite enough to catapult the Van Oss team into the lead, but it does leave them within striking distance going into day 2. And the top 10 is stacked close together as everyone managed to find fish in the river, setting up for a real shootout on the final day, if anglers are able to make it out onto the Bay of Green Bay. Stay tuned for more Federation Angler TV. This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Low Equipment Attachments, Mercury, Go Boldly, Airwave Pedestals, make a great day better. And Church Tackle Company. We didn't invent the planer board, we just perfected it.
I wish the wind would quit.
That has been the consensus from the field this week in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as anglers participate in the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit Green Bay Tournament presented by Low Equipment Attachments. High winds forced tournament officials to restrict competition to the Fox River on day 1, an area which many anglers did not fish in practice, resulting in slightly lower weights than were expected. But early here on the final day, conditions are improving and anglers are ready to go in search of lunkers out in the Bay of Green Bay.
And I'm glad the wind is down. It's not as cold, the sun is shining. I like that a lot. No rain yet, so I like it.
Weather provided and the fish hold up, we might be able to pull 30 pounds today. That'd be a nice bag.
One of those teams looking to add to their day 1 weight with a healthy bag of walleye this morning are day 1 leaders Chris Barsh and Larry Lesage. The uncle and nephew combo boated 13 pounds and 7 ounces, claiming a 5-ounce lead over second place.
Yesterday was definitely a tough day, grind. Only got 3 bites, but they were the right bites. Hoping for 5 good ones today to keep the lead. We'll see what happens.
That was a surprise to us when we got back and weighed them in and seen all the other small weights, and we were happy. But like I say, today's a whole new day, and grind it out and see what becomes of it.
Here's a quick reminder of the tournament rules as anglers make their way out to their first spots. Keeper fish must be at least 15 inches in length. The teams will weigh in their best 5 fish, and the highest cumulative weight after 2 days will be crowned champion. Current leaders Barsh and Lesage are beginning the morning in the area that produced their day 1 leading bag of only 3 fish, in search of a quality walleye to start their morning off.
There's some good resident fish here in the river, and usually about 24, 25, 26 average is what you get in here, so I'm just gonna grind it out and hopefully get it going. Like I say, it's supposed to get pretty windy this afternoon. Just hoping to catch more walleyes today. Bag 5, and if I have to go out in the bay to try upgrading on a spot or 2 that I got, I will, but just hoping for 5 good 25+ inch fish, and hopefully it pans out. Larry. Nice. There's one.
There's one. One nice one too.
Definitely take 5 more of these.
That's a better fish, Jim.
We'll keep. There's our first keeper.
Checking in now on the third place team entering today, Jim Passo and Gordon Rabetsky. Looking to build on their momentum from day one. The team is encouraged by their first keeper early on in this final day.
Feeling good about that one. It's been a while, but it's 8:50. Don't have to be until 3:30. I think we'll do all right today.
What we have here is we got a flat that we're fishing, and with a deep channel there, and with the wind being so bad out on the lake, hopefully a lot of the boats will come into here and start trolling that deeper side, push some of these walleyes up on this shelf. Fishing will get better.
When we come back, more great fish catches and a champion will be crowned here on Federation Angler TV. This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Okuma, inspired fishing; Bagley, legendary action; and G-Juice live well treatment.
Oh, hey, it's walleye. Oh, God. Oh, man, I thought that was a sheephead. Hurry up.
Welcome back to this final day coverage of the Cabela's MWC Green Bay Tournament presented by Low Equipment Attachments. Day one leaders Chris Barsh and Larry Lesage have abandoned their earlier pattern and moved closer to the mouth of the river. That decision looks to be paying off as they box their second keeper.
Three bites of the same or a little bit better. I think it's going to be a tight race. The guys that made a run up on the bay, I'm going to guess it's going to be a tough bite up there too with this east blow. Just hoping for 3 good bites. That's what I want.
I don't know, this one's got potential. It's walleye.
Is it?
Action is picking up across the field of anglers as brothers Chris and Joe Kujawa connect on a fish trolling cranks out in the Fox River.
Perfect, got a fish. Got another one.
The two brothers are looking for back-to-back top 10 finishes after claiming second place at the Cabela's MWC on Big Stone Lake earlier in the season. Entering today in 6th place and 2 pounds out of the lead, these two quick fish could go a long way in securing yet another top 10.
Be damn close. Holy smokes. Last half hour we just put 3 fish in the box, so we're getting closer. We'd have a limit if we wouldn't have thrown a few away this morning, but we're getting there.
We got 2 hours to find 2 more.
And we'll be pretty happy with that.
As we prepare to wrap up our on-the-water coverage for today, we check back in again with the team of Chris Barsh and Larry Lesage. Still fishing out near the mouth of the river, the pair is continuing to land quality fish.
It would mean a lot to win it. Been so close many times in other local tournaments, seconds, thirds, fifths, and stuff like that. It'd be really nice to pull one for the home team. Gonna try like heck to make it happen.
Let's head back to weigh in now at the Green Bay Metro Park, where anglers are starting to show up with some solid bags of fish.
It locks in for a 1-day weight at 28 pounds, 1 ounce. 28 pounds, 1 ounce, that gives you 35 pounds, 10 ounces for the day, puts you in first place.
Troy Morris and Corey Heiser get things kicked off early with a 5-fish total of just over 28 pounds. But other teams also found success out on the Bay of Green Bay today. Bill Vine and Chase Kresh bounced back from a 7-pound and 7-ounce effort on day 1 to haul in 28 pounds and 11 ounces, leaving just one team with a chance to catch them and earn the title of tournament champion.
22 pounds, 11 ounces is what they need to take the lead. and it locks in at 28 pounds, 6 ounces.
Added to yesterday's total, Bosch and Lesage sit atop of the final leaderboard with a grand total of 41 pounds and 13 ounces. Taking a look at the final standings, only one other team managed to stay in the top 10 following day one. What a week it's been here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thank you for watching the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit, and we'll see you next time here on Federation Angler TV.